Okay. What was I doing? I need to find a merchant so I can sell my crap. And tell this guy about his wife.
You have returned. Is there any chance you have news of Delilah? You
You
have
ain't gonna
news?
like it.
Have you found her? Are you certain? That is her scarf. Where did you find her? What's become of her?
She did kind of die because of the curse.
So I was right. But what became of her?
I killed her naturally. Well, I put her insides on her outsides.
She told you that? Yes. That is what she would do. At least she is at peace. Here is the amulet, as I promised. Now I should go and make arrangements. I must mourn my wife as is proper. Dareth Shira, fare you well.
Oh, Morgan disapproves. Well, I got a lot of crap going on. Interesting. So I might have to go back into the ruins. I was heading back into the forest anyway to whoop up. I need my rematch with Jerky Mick Revenant Face. Alright. You a merchant? I don't even know who you are.
Greetings to you, friend. I understand I have you to thank for my rescue from the forest. I don't want your efforts to go unrewarded. Here is a gem I traded for when I was amongst the outsiders. I thought to make a necklace out of it for my bride, but I want you to have it. I know it is of worth.
Thanks.
Then take it with the blessings of the gods, I hope. And now, I am afraid I must rest. The keeper says I am not yet fully recovered, after all. I wish you well, my friend.
How do I have 84 out of 80 things? I guess when what's-his-face made me stuff, and like when these guys gave me stuff, it counts. Like, it's not like they go, oh, your backpack isn't big enough, I can't give it to you. That's kind of cool. I'm okay with that. For reals though, can I, like, barter with you?
Let us pray to the creators, Lethaline. All-Father, may you forgive
Blah, blah,
our
blah, blah,
part
blah.
in this tragedy. What our sons and daughters have died if not for our pride.
Is there a... Alright, I need a merchant. I haven't really done anything in this camp, so I don't even know who the... trader would be.
We owe you thanks for all you've done. Without you, our clan would be grieving the loss of many more people.
But
There
yeah,
are places where those horns bring huge prices. Can cure diseases, so they say.
good conversation.
Who comes? Oh, I beg your pardon, stranger. I was so busy attending to the Hala, I did not hear your approach. My name is Alora. I am the Master Herder in charge of caring for the Hala. Not as exciting as being a Grey Warden, but the Hala are vital to us.
Hello.
Not as much as I assumed you thought my task boring in comparison. Am I wrong?
Yeah, working with animals is dope.
You are kind to say so, but it is not quite on the same level as saving the lands from the spread of shadow, I am sure. In truth, my place as the Master Herder is a small one, but one I am quite satisfied with. Would that we could all find such peace with our lot in life.
Alright, so tell me about these beasts.
They are the noble beasts that pull our Erebel, what humans call land ships. They are our companions and our guides.
I didn't actually think she was gonna say beasts.
We ride the Hala, but never with reins or a saddle. It is the Hala who decide where to lead us, and our privilege that they take our Erevel with them. In return, it's the herder's job to speak to the Hala and care for their needs. It's a bond of friendship, and not servitude.
You sound like a pretty crappy shepherd if your flock tells you where to go.
I fear she may have been bitten during the werewolf attack. I have tried speaking with her, but she is too agitated for me to understand. The curse would not affect her as it would us, but it would still be lethal. And it may prove contagious to the other Hala as well. I can find no wound on her, but if she's truly ill, then I will have to put her out of her misery. For her sake, as well as that of the others. I don't know. Do you have any skills that might help her? If you do, I would be grateful.
I mean, I've killed lots of things.
No. No, I'm sorry. She isn't calming any more around you than she is for me. And? What do you think? I am glad you attempted it regardless. I will watch her for a while longer and see if her condition changes. I am grateful for your assistance, friend.
Hey, no problem. Can you tell me where I can sell my crap?
Now that the forest is clear, I am free to hunt a pelt of my own. Then Gaina will be mine.
Good talk. Maybe this guy will actually sell me crap. I don't know.
We are working hard to make enough equipment for all of the hunters. Our armaments will be superior to anything else you find on the battlefield. I am no merchant, but I have plenty that you may need.
You have money? Because I need to get rid of some crap. Oh, I need to put that on, like, immediately. That's pretty good. What's up, Oyo? How you doing, man? So those are good, apparently. I'm pretty good. I just started. Ooh. I might put those on for me. Should I sell Morgan's robes? I need to disperse some of my gifts. Yeah, a lot of gifts. I'll have to go back to camp and do all that. Should be pretty good. And so I have 40 gold now, so I can actually afford to buy one of those. I think Redcliffe is next for me, yeah. I think I can afford to buy one of those, oh, look at that! I can just buy the shapeshifter thing. For really cheap, too! Holy cow! I mean, I'm not going to, but... I think I'm gonna head back to camp. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna head back to camp so I can heal my dudes, because they're all kind of hurt, especially those two. And then I might come back here, because I kind of want my rematch with that Revenant.
You were the Grey Warden who broke the curse.
You're
I demand
welcome.
to know what happened to the werewolves. Where did they go? That makes no difference. Those monsters killed my husband. They killed so many of my people. They have Dalish blood on their hands. If they are human once more, that shall make it all the easier to take vengeance for their crimes. Tell me where they are. It destroyed him. Yes, perhaps you speak wisely. If they are gone and never return here, then perhaps it is better to let it simply end there. We will go back to the camp then. Thank you for your words. Please accept this small token of my gratitude. It belonged to my husband, and I cannot carry it any longer.
See ya. Talked her down pretty quick. Oh, whoops. I guess I didn't really want to go in here. Where did they just plot me smack dab in the middle of this? They did. They just threw me right in the middle. Wow, that's weird. I really don't want to fight that guy all busted up like this. But I think I am going to go back to my camp and talk to my peeps. I think it's important. The bad guys are down there. Oh no, that's where the tree was. Never mind. I'm going completely the wrong way. I'll go back to camp. I'll talk to my peeps. And then I'll come back here. Try and rematch the what's up, bear?
I shall do it.
Maybe come back here after Red Cliff. Wow, that was a pretty epic fall over. What are you saying? It's too difficult for me to handle, Oyo?
As you say.
Ow! Holy crap, that thing's a piece of crap. Actually, why don't you go ahead and revive me? I want to be back in this.
Let's finish this.
Okay, well, I'm worthless.
I am
Nice.
I am ready.
Pretty cool that there are still enemies in here when you come back through. I can appreciate that. Alright, so if I want to leave, I gotta go out the other side of this camp, apparently. I thought it would just give me a mini-map no matter what.
Do you think the tower is ever going to get back to what it was, Wynne?
I don't know.
Go back to camp. Talk to peeps. Maybe buy another power. Oh, my puppy. What's up, boy? Missed you. Yeah, it's a good boy. Aw, what a good boy. So I have something for him, don't I? A bone. Beef bone? Probably it. And what other things do I have? A Chantry amulet. That seems like it would go good with her, I think? If I try and give them a gift, will they just refuse it if it's not for them? Or do they accept it and go, thanks, I guess, but I don't really like that? Does nobody know? Yeah, we can always do that later. Just in case. Oh, I forgot I even had this guy.
What do you need?
Shut up, Jackson.
Ask away. Essentially, they're trained to fight. The Chantry would tell you that the Templars exist simply to defend. But don't let them fool you. They're an army. The other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages. To that end, we train in talents that drain mana and disrupt spells. Perhaps, but there usually isn't much of an opportunity. The Chantry keeps a close rein on its Templars. We are given lyrium to help develop our magical talents, you see. Which means we become addicted. And since the Chantry controls the lyrium trade with the dwarves, well, I'm sure you can put two and two together. Thankfully, no. You only start receiving lyrium once you've taken your vows. You don't need lyrium in order to learn the Templar talents. Lyrium just makes Templars' talents more effective. Or so I was told. Maybe it doesn't even do that. The Chantry usually doesn't let their Templars get away either, so they can spread their secrets. I'm a bit of an exception. Lucky me.
Thing?
Yes? Well, here I am. What is meant by someone like me? Did you think I was always a cloistered sister? The Chantry provides succor and safe harbor to all who seek it. I chose to stay and become affirmed. I was a traveling minstrel in Orlais. Tales and songs were my life. I performed, and they rewarded me with applause and coin. And my skill in battle? Well, you pick up different skills when you travel, yes? Yes, of course. Let's move on.
I'm not sure I believe that at all. Also, people paid to hear that ridiculous song that you sing? I'm suspicious of you.
Have you encountered many abominations, apart from the ones in the Circle Tower? You are younger than I, and your nerves yet have some steel in them. Did you feel any fear facing the abominations?
They die if you poke them hard enough. I feel no fear.
The first time I saw an abomination, my blood turned to ice. It was months before the nightmares stopped. It was the knowledge that I could easily become one of them that frightened me the most. Every mage is vulnerable, no matter how accomplished or powerful. That is the first thing we learn, and overconfidence can lead to recklessness. One slip. All it takes is one slip, and everything you are is simply gone. Replaced by madness.
What's up,
and
Aya?
there is no turning back, or at least that's what they say.
I turned in a quest and got -3 approval from Morrigan.
Of late, I have begun to wonder if there is any way an abomination can be cured. Or if a mage could be so possessed and still retain their sanity, their humanity. Yes, it is madness and cruelty that define abominations. If those are lacking, if the mage remembers the person they truly are, then they are not an abomination. I never saw that. Thank you for showing me another way of looking at it.
Hey, no problem. Alright, Mr. Elfman, what's up with you?
Here I am.
He reminds me of, like, Puss in Boots from Shrek.
Oh, this should be good. Go ahead. Well, the Crows would have you believe that it is an involved process that takes years of training. The sort that tests both your resolve and your endurance. Survive that process and maybe, just maybe, you're good enough to start being considered one of them. But quite frankly, the truth is that all it requires is a desire to kill people for a living. It's surprising how well one can do in such a field. Now, it need not be thought of so
Simon, 1996, with the follow. Thank you much.
Here, don't we? An assassin simply specializes in striking from stealth, and in maximizing that first attack to be as lethal as possible. Debilitate your foe, either by poison or by crippling their limbs, makes any follow-up combat you need to engage in that much simpler. See? Getting paid for the act is beside the point. An assassin is more a tactical choice than a lifestyle. Of course, the Crows like to pretend that their abilities are trade secrets, shrouded in shadows and wrapped in a blanket of mystery. So let's just keep this between you and me, shall we? Hmm?
Sure. He disapproves of talking to me? What a butthole. Here's my little ray of sunlight.
Yes. Speak, then.
Okay.
I suggest we move on. I am hardly surprised.
Okay.
Very well. Sitting, as you observed. It's what you asked. I did. Parshera. Was there anything else?
Alright.
As you wish.
A brick wall has more interesting conversations than him.
What do you wish of me? If you must.
You are very cute to ask so many questions. Of course I don't. 'Tis no matter. My mother has been hunted from time to time, yes, by Templar fools like Alistair, which should tell you how successful they generally were. Flemeth made a bit of a game of it, in fact. The Templars would come again, and she would look at me and smile and say that the fun was to begin once more. I found the game fun. I was too young to understand the truth behind what was happening. Flemeth would warn them, once. 'Twas a warning they inevitably failed to heed. And then the true game began. Often Flemeth would use me as bait. A little girl to scream and run and lure the Templars deeper into the wilds and to their doom. 'Twas a game, and I a young girl. If I didn't get to play, I would have been very upset. Thankfully, the wilds is a vast place. Once they found us, Flemeth would simply move us elsewhere, and we would be lost within the forest once again. I did not understand the danger we faced until I was much older. I had never heard of apostates or maleficarum. Would they have regretted hurting me? I was a young child. Yet do you think they would not have gleefully held my head aloft as a trophy? There are no trials for apostates, no prisons, no mercy. There are only absolutes, so only survival matters. If the wilds have taught me anything, 'tis this. First, you must survive. Do you disagree? Oh? I would ask what exactly, but I'm certain that would be a lengthy conversation, and suddenly I grow very weary. Enough of this talk. Let us return to the task at hand.
Wow, that's a pretty big disapproval rating.
If there's anything I can do for you, please, please tell me. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Home of the Arcane. Like, more than half my money. Thanks, boy. And I could increase my backpack, but it's so expensive. Oh yeah, I don't get any of these. Just a point. I think after this, I might get this force field thing. And then I'll have to kind of figure it out. What level am I anyway? Paying attention. Level 10. Is that it? Oh, I should have loads of levels yet to go, huh? How many levels do you think I can get to? Well, that wasn't nearly as fun of a romp through camp as I thought.
Indeed. Yes.
Yes.
I guess we go into Redcliffe. 20-ish? Okay, wow, I could get... Alright, so I need to go to Redcliffe. Where the heck is that? Docks, tower... Mountain... Redcliffe Village? Seems like a pretty good place to go. Yep, there we go. Gosh, I wonder where I'm gonna get stopped and ambushed. Oh, right there, huh?
Sire, I have more news. Yes. Well, it seems that the fighting has gone
Enough.
exactly as you...
I would like to know what you intend to accomplish, Father. Should we not be fighting the Darkspawn instead of each other?
The nobility should be brought into line and then the Darkspawn defeated. This is no true blight, Anora. Only Kaelin's vanity demanded it be so.
Beg pardon, sire. But blight or no, we may not have the manpower to face the Darkspawn soon.
Kaelin approached your legions for support, did he
Never!
not?
Marek and I drove those bastards out! Not roll out the welcome for them now!
We need help, Father. We cannot deal with this crisis alone.
Ferelden will stand on its own! I will lead it through this, Anora. You must have faith in me.
Did you kill Kaelin?
Kaelin's death was his own doing.
Well, snap. Someone is gonna have daddy issues. What's up, the Etsy? Yes, I did. Look, she's being hunted by the Chantry because she's an illegal. She needs to go undercover. What's up, dude?
You have coin, stranger? With Orzammar closed off, Old Tegrin can give you a discount. Fine weapon and arms, dwarven made. There's two things I'm here for. Travel or trade. Understand?
Oh, so that's for skills. That's pretty interesting. Oh yeah, I need to change my clothes and my staff. Oh, that's worthless. Moving on. All right.
Look, can we talk for a moment? I need to tell you something. I, should probably have told you earlier.
I'm not interested in you like that, dude. Let me guess, you're an idiot. Oh, that's great.
I told you before how Al Eamon raised me, right? That my mother was a serving girl at the castle and he took me in? The reason he did that was because, well, because my father was King Marek, which made Kaelin my half-brother, I suppose. Maker's breath, I hope not. I don't think so. You don't think so, do you? I'm a bastard. And nobody even knows about me. I would have told you, but it never really meant anything to me. I was inconvenient, a possible threat to Cailin's rule, and so they kept me secret. I'd never talked about it to anyone. Everyone who knew either resented me for it or they coddled me. Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it. I didn't want you to know as long as possible. I'm sorry. Oh, good. I'm glad. It's not like I got special treatment for it anyhow. At any rate, that's it. That's what I had to tell you. I thought you should know about it. Besides my unholy love of fine cheeses and a minor obsession with my hair, no, that's it. Just the prince thing. No! Maker's breath. Just hearing that gives me a heart attack. It's not true, anyhow. I'm the son of a commoner. It was always made clear that the throne is not in my future. And that's fine by me. No, if there's an heir to be found, it's Arl Eamon himself. He's not of royal blood, but he is Cailin's uncle, and more importantly, very popular with the people. Though, if he's really as sick as we've heard... Oh no, I don't want to think about that. I really don't. So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens. Oh, lovely. I'm going to regret this. Somehow I just know it.
As you say.
Yeah, oh, I thought so.
I thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us? Oh. Then you don't know? Has nobody out there heard? He could be dead for all we know. Nobody's heard from the castle in days. We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying.
Apparently everyone seems to agree that a blight is the perfect time to start killing each other. Marvelous, really.
We've no army to defend us. No Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead. And those left are terrified they're next.
Hold on, what is this evil that's attacking you?
I don't rightly know. I'm sorry, nobody does. I should
It's
take you
helpful.
to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Ban Tegan, Arl Eamon's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
If I still have a tutorial item at the end of the action bar, I will never find another one? Oh. I'll have to look into that.
It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They are obviously not simple travelers.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Tegan, Ban of Rainisfere, brother to the Arl.
I remember you, Ban Tegan. Though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud? Alistair? It is you, isn't it? You're alive! This is wonderful news.
Still alive, yes. Though not for long if Ten Loghain has anything to say about it.
Indeed. Loghain would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things.
I should like this chapter? Alright, Aya, I need to ask, do you think I'm gonna like this chapter, or do you think you're gonna like this chapter? Because those are two very different things.
What, that he pulled his men in order to save them? That Caelan risked everything in the name of glory? Hardly. Loghain calls the Grey Wardens traitors, murderers of the king. I don't believe it. It is an act of a desperate man. So you are a Grey Warden as well. A pleasure to meet you. I wish it were under better circumstances. You're here to see my brother? Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill. No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault.
Evil things, huh? I happen to have a specialty in killing evil things.
Some call them the Walking Dead. Decomposing corpses, returning to life with a hunger for human flesh. They hit again the next night. Each night they come, with greater numbers. With Cailan dead and Loghain starting a war over the throne, no one responds to my urgent calls for help. I have a feeling tonight's assault will be the worst yet. Alistair, I hate to ask, but I desperately need the help of you and your friends.
It isn't just up to me. Though the Grey Wardens don't stand much chance against Loghain without Arl Eamon.
How pointless to help these villagers fight an impossible battle. One would think we had enough to contend with elsewhere.
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle. Of course. I have those few who returned from their quest. You know of this, yes? Yes, I question Isolde's decision to send so many knights in search of this relic. But I am a practical man, whereas she is a woman of great faith. Sir Perth was one of the knights sent on this quest. Perhaps you should speak to him if you wish to learn more.
You can't watch Morgan in that dress anymore? Aww, what's wrong with it?
Sir Perth insists. He wants me to be with the villagers, so everyone he needs to protect is in one place. I don't mind, to be honest. The point of all this is to protect the villagers, and I can do that best here. This is the last line of defense, should things go amiss. We could bring some men in to stand beside me, but I'd rather keep the monsters away from the villagers if possible. Hopefully we can find the source and stop it before it causes any more damage. With luck, we'll also find Eamon and be able to help him. Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
Alright, let's freaking fix Morgan so Aya can stop whining for a little bit. There. He looks ridiculous. That's not practical at all.
Let us pray. Blessed art thou who exists in the Maker's sight. Blessed art thou who seeks his forgiveness.
They're gone.
Blessed art thou who seeks his return. Blessed is the prophetess, his daughter, sacrificed to the Holy Land.
I'm scared, Mother. When are the bad men coming?
Soon, darling. Don't worry. Everything will be all right.
I want to go home. Where's Father? Why can't we go home?
Oh, you look rough.
Father is... Sorry. Am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet.
A little bit, yeah.
My name's Caitlin, my lord. Pardon my manners, but you're an elf, aren't you? I mean, that is what you are, right?
Did the pointy ears give it away?
No, I just heard you were a Grey Warden, and I never thought... I'm sorry. Are you going to help us? Everyone says we're going to die tonight. I can't even sleep. I close my eyes, and I see my mother being carried off. What have we done that the Maker allows this to continue? I'm not worried about her. She's dead. I wish it wasn't so, but It is. It's my brother Bevan. He ran off. Maybe tried to leave the village. I'm so scared those things got him. He said something about saving Mother. He's just a little boy. He doesn't understand she's gone.
Grief can make us do many things that don't make any sense, I'm afraid.
If he has foolishly run off, then he is no doubt dead. You should get used to that fact.
That's cold.
Nice. Maybe you want to kick her in the head while you're at it.
Shall we comfort her with lies? If she is to face death, better she face it honestly.
I hope he didn't try to go to the castle. Oh, that would be awful. You will? Thank you so much. Please find him. I'm so scared, Father.
I'll bring you his corpse. Alright, so what kind of new enemies am I going to find here that are going to wreck my life?
You know, we don't have the men we need. And their numbers just keep growing each night.
Well, sure, they take the dead and they, you know...
I don't want to think about that.
I guess this might be the last night after all. The king isn't coming. Nobody is.
Have you guys considered aiming for the head?
Leave? Try to get out of the village?
And abandon everyone? No, we fight.
Yeah.
Still no sign of them coming back from the castle, Murdoch.
Tell them to maintain watch. I don't want a surprise attack before the sun goes. So you're the Grey Warden, are you? I heard they all died.
Oh my gosh. That dude has a sweet stash. The first time I play through a game, I typically play good guy. If you want to see me be just a downright jerk, watch me play Knights of the Old Republic after this. I love playing that game as a jerk. Heard they all died with the king? I don't think that. I could be a ghost.
So you say? A damn Qunari could walk up and say he was a Grey Warden. I wouldn't know the difference. We aren't gonna turn aside anyone who wants to help, though. Don't take me for being an ingrate or nothing.
Well, we do want to help however we can. You can trust us.
Name's Murdoch, mayor of what's left of the village, providing we aren't all killed and hauled off to the castle tonight.
You Neverwinter Nights 2 instead Dragon Age copied from it. It's funny. Persuade.
I hope you're right. I've been trying to hold us together, but it isn't easy. Anyhow, you're here, and they tell me you're in charge.
This guy's got a very weird voice. Heard you're in charge. What can I do to help?
We need what little armor and weapons we got repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk. If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety bastard's help.
Well, if you go at him with fire like that, I don't think he's gonna help. Holy cow.
His daughter, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, so he hasn't heard from her since this whole business started. He demanded we attack the castle, break down the gate, and force our way in. I said it was impossible, but he wouldn't listen. He's locked himself in the smithy now. I can't force him to do repairs. He said he'd rather die first.
So let me get this straight. He wants you to attack the castle, but you don't have weapons. And he said he'd help you make weapons after you won the battle without weapons. This guy sounds like he's got a couple screws loose.
I'd appreciate it. If he doesn't help, he'll die like the rest of us. What good will that do anyone then?
When I'm in villages like this, I need to just keep a rogue with me so they can pick locks. The big village, I don't even know where I'm going. Caitlin's home. Alright, I go. Yeah, oh yeah, that's pretty strong logic. Darn it.
Go away. This isn't your home.
Young man, come out this instant.
Yes, ma'am. All right, I came out. You won't hurt me, will you? I'll go back to the Chantry if you really want. I just didn't want to be at the Chantry anymore. Everyone's scared, and I want to be brave. I wasn't always in here. I hid when I heard you coming. Well, I shouldn't tell you. It's a secret.
Yeah, you're a pretty dumb kid, though, so...
You could. Alright, I guess. Father said I could have his sword when I grew up. It was Grandfather's. And Grandfather was a great dragon slayer. I thought, if I was brave like Grandfather, I could use his sword and kill the bad people who took Mother. In the chest, in Mother's room, Father gave me a key, but I'm not supposed to give it to anyone.
Except me.
I guess you're right. I should help defend the village, shouldn't I? Father would have if he were here. Oh, alright. Here's the key. I hope you use it to kill a lot of those bad people. I should go back to the Chantry. Good luck.
She didn't look very hard for him if he was just in the house.
It is begun.
+6 damage versus beasts. What does Alistair have? Pretty much better all around. Though it has electricity damage. I'll leave him with what he has for now. Can I, like, take runes off of weapons, or are they stuck like that?
Very well. As you say.
General store, meh. The Wind's home, whoever that is. Didn't you say someone was by a windmill? Where's there a windmill? Lee Hellemans, how you doing? Oh, only that idiot kid. Enchantment! But can he, like, take runes off of a weapon and then move them to a different one. I guess that's a big windmill.
Did you speak often with Cailan?
You're asking me if I have a relationship with my brother, aren't you?
Yes. I wonder what he thought of you.
I don't think he cared much about my existence. I didn't mean anything to him. Anyway, to answer your original question, no. We never spoke. Well, maybe once. Marek and Cailan had come to Redcliffe to visit the Arl. I was very young then. We were introduced. I believe
he can
I
remove
said,
him? Cool.
Greetings, Your Highness. He said, ooh.
Yeah, the enchantment guy.
And ran off to the armory. So, yes, that was the extent of our relationship. We drifted apart after that. Very sad.
I'll be right with you, glowing arrow guy. I'm just gonna go steal crap out of your box.
Coming home again. But with more undead.
What's up, boy?
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Ban Tegan is to see you here. I must admit, I do not know how to address an elf in your position. I do not wish to be rude.
Call me disturbed, boy.
As you wish, and thank you kindly. I am Sir Perth, until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliffe. For now my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the urn of sacred ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle, or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost.
I mean, technically it's 2 Grey Wardens, right? Why does everyone just ignore Alistair?
When the Isle fell sick, we were at a loss. Nothing worked to cure him, and he just kept getting worse. Finally, our lesser Isolde came up with a plan. The Urn of Sacred Ashes is a legendary artifact said to hold great healing powers. If found, it might save him.
They say the followers of Andraste smuggled her ashes out of Tevinter and hid them in Ferelden. The urn's never been heard of since.
We knights volunteered to seek it out. Few of us have returned. Many are still out there, unaware of what is happening here. The Earl once employed a scholar, Brother Genetivi. He had proof the urn was in Ferelden, or so I was told. We were never certain. He thirsted for water and then grew weaker and weaker. We brought in a mage, but even that did nothing. The Arlessa believed he was cursed and that we needed the power of Andraste herself, or he would surely perish. Eventually, perhaps. The ones I have here were those near enough to recall within the last few days. I only returned myself because I was passing by Redcliffe and heard the news of strange attacks. Not at all. A great number of soldiers remained in Castle Redcliffe. I wonder if they perished there and were transformed into these things. The thought chills my blood. As you wish. We have sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered. No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are. Ask me whatever you wish.
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we're good.
As you wish, Grey Warden. Make a watch over you.
See, here's the problem. That guy seems pretty cool. And BioWare has this thing of introducing cool people and making them do something stupid. So we'll have to see. Love letter. So where's this smithy so I can find that idiot, dope, dumb guy?
very well.
Yes? What can I do for you? I knew this time would come. I should have listened to my wife. Don't sign that paper, she said. They might pay you a few sovereigns now, but they'll be back. Blast. I'll see you on the front lines, I suppose.
Yeah, am I supposed to do that? I guess we'll make our way back down. How am I supposed to get up there? Ceasefire. Ooh. Oh, hey, I found your brother.
Bevan said you were the one who found him. I can't possibly repay you.
I'll take a sweet kiss.
Bevan told me about Grandfather's sword. So you have it then? I suppose it won't go to waste, at least.
If that's the case, we should probably offer the girl something in exchange. No?
I have no idea what it's worth, to be honest. And you found Bevan. I couldn't ask you for money.
If I do this, Alistair's gonna be mad at me. Kinda funny. I mean, the kid told me to take it and kill the bad guys. That's what I'm gonna go do.
Join the Grey Wardens. Steal from orphans. Let's kick a grandmother next. That should make us real popular.
And use it well. Thank you again for Bevan. With my mother gone, well, I'm just glad he's safe. I can't
That's awesome.
thank you enough.
Oh my gosh.
The Maker sent you. I just know it. Thank you again.
That's funny. Wynne approved of that? What? Oh, that was funny.
You are of elven blood and a stranger, yet you defend a home that is not your own.
Yeah, Wynne's gotta be drunk.
Grateful for that. Many elves claim we wouldn't do the same in return. I would like to think that is not true, but I cannot speak for all. Allow me to introduce myself. I am revered Mother Hannah, head of this chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor villagers. Surely this cannot be the entire village. These few are all who are left? All those who cannot defend themselves, yes. They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task?
You can give me those sweet robes so I can put them back on Morrigan. Yeah, she probably approved of something else I did, like, oh, take care, be safe, or something like that. It's just funny she didn't disapprove of me just taking the sword for nothing. It was funny. I love Alistair, he's great. Alistair and Morgan are just the best.
I have done all I can for them. I pray for them each night and seek the Maker's forgiveness for their sins before they face their deaths. What Sir Perth seeks is something that is not in my power to give. Sir Perth believes that I can protect them against these creatures, a shield only the Maker can provide, and that I withhold this power.
Well, can't you just tell him the Maker will watch over him? Morale is a powerful thing, you know.
You mean you want me to let them think the Maker protects them in a real sense? I will not lie to them like that. I suppose their belief in the Maker's power could inspire them, but it just seems like trickery. Very well. If it keeps them alive, I will do what I must. I have a number of silver-cast holy symbols. Tell Sir Perth that he can have them, and that wearing them will confer the Maker's protection. Now please, let me tend to these poor folk. I must do what I can, and I suggest you do the same.
Alright. You have a name? Are you important? Nope. Oh, they stopped firing this time. Ow! That could have been like a funny instant kill scenario. I gotta run all the way back up this stupid hill. Here's some trinkets, you baby. I feel like I have so many side quests that I should be doing.
The Knights of Redcliffe are ready to fight at your disposal. Have you spoken to the revered mother? Has she offered anything? If they are the same as the symbols worn by their priests, well, that would more than suffice. I will send some men to collect the amulets. Please give my regards to Mother Hannah for seeing some sense at last. No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are.
Okay. Peace.
As you wish, Grey Warden. Maker watch over you.
Alright, so where's this stupid blacksmith area? I need to go talk to that dope. Who wants people... the guy who wants us to raid a castle without weapons so that then in return he can make us weapons. Oh, right there.
Go away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left. Huh? Who is that? What do you want? I've been through enough. All right, all right. Let me undo the locks. All I ask is that you don't make any trouble.
Make us weapons and armor.
Somebody's been drinking.
So I let you in. You wanted to talk. Now we're talking. Mind telling me who you are?
Look at Alistair, that's great.
Funny, you didn't sound like an elf through the door. Can't say I expected that. Anyhow, my name's Owen, though you might already know that. Care to join me as I get besotted? Or is there something in particular you wanted? My girl, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village, or anyone! It'd do me the world of good to think maybe someone like you could go in and find her.
provided any of us live through the night. Not good enough. Murdoch said the same damn thing, and I didn't believe him either.
You were asking a great deal, you wretched little man.
I want a promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can.
Isn't that what "I'll do my best" means? Yeesh.
We will do our best. Please believe us, friend.
I'll accept that. It's something to hope for, at least.
Oh, lovely. Shall we next begin rescuing kittens from trees?
And I suppose there's no point in me sitting around, is there? Time to relight the forge and get the smithy going, eh? Murdoch will be pleased. If you need anything done, well, just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me.
So, what quest items are in my hotbar? This thing? And whatever this thing is. Get rid of that stuff. Alright, cool. Village. Not really a door. Hey, don't mind if I look in your crate, do you?
Hey, I see you found my hiding place. I stuck some old equipment in there before Murdoch could get his hands on it.
Oh. Can I get in there?
I must admit, it feels good to be up and doing something finally. There's no way I'm sobering up before morning, however. I've you to thank for that, stranger. Just do what you've promised, and it will have been worthwhile. Right. I haven't got much, obviously, but I'll do whatever I can for you.
Yeah, it's just all soldier stuff. Moving on.
Well, it looks like Owen's finally doing the repairs we need. The damn fool is falling over drunk and still manages to make smithying look easy. Good enough, I say. I'll inform Bantigan the militia is ready to fight. We'll give those bastards a welcome they won't soon forget. The men's spirits are high for now. Far better than I expected, to be honest. Since you convinced Owen to start repairs, we're pretty well armed now. That is a relief, let me tell you. Overall, I'd say the militia's very ready to fight. Never thought I'd say that, but there you go. Is there anything else?
Alright, so how many times am I going to get absolutely destroyed in this battle?
Oh? Ask away.
Blah, 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 blah.
There's not much time before sundown.
Alright, let's go.
Are you sure? There's still time left if you need to talk with Sir Perth or do anything else.
I'm good.
Then good luck to you. You'll need it.
They're coming! Get to your positions! Make ready!
Nice. The Walking Dead. Alright, before we start this, I'm running up to grab another coffee. Take a quick couple-minute break, and then we will recommence and tick up that death counter. Be right back. Alright, let's get this mess moving forward. Okay. Now what do we do? this is kind of nonsense, isn't it? Oh, we froze Alistair. That's kind of funny. This is a lot of guys. And they just keep coming, don't they? Holy crap. I have potions.
Here.
Alright, you need to taunt first. We need you to take some aggro.
Send me.
When I'm back here. Man, they just keep coming, huh? You're out of magic. Man, how long do they keep coming for? This is nuts. This is the easy part? Oh my god, I'm not even halfway done. I'm already out of potions. Like, what do they want from me? Oh, I think they finally stopped spawning. Okay, good. Yay!
The monsters are attacking from the lake!
Oh,
They're
no.
attacking the barricades! We need help!
Oh boy.
Come on! We need to hurry!
I'm gonna regen my mana while I'm outside of battle, please. Oh, and Alistair can level up. What's up, boy? Fixed. Alright, what can we give him? Does he have any AoE stuns? Because I feel like I'm gonna need that. Eh. Need level 15 for AoE stun, dang. That's a ways away. I don't even want that. What's this? Alright, well I'm gonna need this anyway, because I have a feeling we're gonna hit a place where that's gonna need to happen, so we'll go with that. Before we do anything else, can you make potions, please? I don't have anything for lyrium. Darn it. That kind of stinks, actually. I got no more lyrium potions. At least I can save in the middle of this. Oh, whoops, because I can't do anything else. Alistair, boy, you need a taunt. Morgan, I need regen. And you need to actually get down here and do crap. Oh my gosh. Oh wow, get wrecked, sir. Oh, they're still coming, huh?
I am armed.
What's up, Melted Igloo? Never tried with 3 mages? Yeah, we'll see how this goes. I have no idea. Be okay. Can I do Cone of Cold? Get some of these guys? That would be ideal. Oh, is my staff trying to do poison damage? Oh. Can I swap that out? It does nature damage. How's my morning? My morning's good. It is 7 in the morning where I'm at. And I've been streaming for almost 2 hours, so that tells you what kind of person I am. I can spam the arcane thing. Yeah, I could. Alright, so that guy died, so that's good. What can you do? You know, let her keep doing her thing. Did she, like, not do the Cone of Cold? Or did it just not work? Everybody attack that guy.
Careful!
Oh, nice help, dude. Wow, morning person? Yeah, you have no idea. Are they still coming, or are they gonna stop sometime tonight? See any more coming in? Alright, so I don't have enough mana for that. That would be good. But since I don't, I'll just heal Morrigan. Alistair is hitting this guy. Oh, nope, they're still freaking coming, aren't they? Holy cow, man. Oh no, my glyph is gone already. I have no more. I really need that rejuvenate. Ah, boy. Ah, boy. Alright, how about instead of... Alright. Boy, AoE would be really good right about now. Gonna do Winter's Grass. You back it up. Oh, I can't do that on me. I'll do it on her then. Or wait, no. I need repulsion.
Down you go.
Alright, you guys handle him. Alright, let's... Morgan, stop running in there. You are not a tank. Really don't want to hit Alistair with this. Man, this just keeps going, doesn't it? Holy cow. All my mages have like no more mana left. Alright, everyone's gonna have to eat some health. I wonder if she turns into a spider, if that would be better for her. Because at least then she'll have... When she's in like animal form, does she still use mana to cast her like web stuff? Or is it on an independent cooldown type thing? They are still coming in. Oh my gosh. It's independent cooldown. I might have her do that just so she can CQC, like just crowd control some people. Just web them up. Alright, you need to suck down a potion. I can't yet, because she doesn't have that skill. You can only overwhelm if I think she gets the last rank in her shapeshifter tree. You spider it up. How about you shield bash, Oh, they're actually almost dead. You can shield bash that guy. I will attempt to kill these guys somehow.
I am ready.
Web them up. The poison, I guess, doesn't really do much against them, does it? Oh, really? This is brutal? I didn't know. It's okay, Aya, don't troll me. I didn't take it because I like her entropy skill better. Although it is pretty nice to... Is that guy? Okay. Oh, that guy wasn't stunned for long at all. That's cheating. Oh my gosh, they're still coming. Are you serious? When does this stop? This is ridiculous. I have no mana. Alright, you need to come up here out of danger. This guy's gonna wreck me. Morgan, help! Gosh, I have no AoE. I need another repulsion glyph. Oh my god, win. Blah! And then Alistair, you're gonna have to come up here, boy. I need your help up here. Oh, someone did an AoE stun. Who did that? Did she have an... Who had an AoE stun? Alright, well in that case, kill that guy. There's a special reward. Yeah, well, I am not banking on that. Alright, well, everybody gang up on the weak guy then. And they're not stunned anymore. Wow, that was quick. Enemies regain so fast from stuns. Holy cow. I'm gonna go through all my potions. No.
Yes!
There's a pair. How much do I need for this? So I have 27 already. I need this, like, bad. It's the duration is reduced on the same enemy, I understand, but why would it? I'm like almost all out of potions. This is insane. And I could use some of this stuff to kill some of these guys, but I need that Glyph of Repulsion for a little bit of safety. Her heal's done. You need to come up here. Well, you don't have anything either, do you? Alright, so now Morgan has some of her mana back. I can transform back. And then do this AoE stun. And I gotta be close. How do I tell how much mana I have? My idiot, stupid self used magic while I was... Alright, fine, whatever. Morgan, you're basically dead. Alistair, you are basically dead. I am basically dead. We are all basically dead. There's still so many. I need to switch this staff out. It's gotta be doing turd damage. Let's just do this. Hopefully she's healing him. Where's the weak link? They're not, none of them are weak. I guess that guy's weak. This guy's kind of in my face, but he's attacking him, so I don't care. My god, Alistair. Everyone is dead. Undead party can begin. I've used all my healing items. Everything's horrible. Okay, Alistair. Need to take care of that guy.
I am.
Oh my gosh. Win. I think they've stopped spawning though. That's good, I think. Well, she's gone. Oh no. So he's basically dead, he's basically dead, he's not. God, there's 3 of them right here. She's gonna heal. Or she's gonna die. Okay. Oh no. Oh no.
For the fools! Blast!
Yes! Please don't die now. Please don't die now. Please don't die now. Come on. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Hope this works. Please die. Please die. Please die. Yeah. Whew. I have no more healing items. None. I've used all of them.
I shall do it.
Take all your gubs. So, the mayor died. That's unfortunate. Thomas died. That's also unfortunate.
As you say.
Alright, I guess I can't keep taking this stuff. But none of them had anything interesting.
It is begun.
Whoops.
Very well.
Let's F5 that. Oh my gosh. That was kind of stupid. Oh, nope, there's one guy left. Oh, you are gonna get hurt, my son.
As you say.
This is what victory looks like. I hope they restock me with health potions, because I'm gonna need that.
Dawn arrives, and we survived the night. We are victorious. And though this victory came at great cost, we must remember none of us would be here were it not for the heroism of these good folk beside me. I thank you, good sir. Truly the Maker smiled on us when he sent you here in our darkest hour. Surely these people deserve some small celebration, don't you think? There is time yet.
Let us bow our heads and give honor to those who gave their lives in defense of Redcliffe.
Murdoch of Redcliffe, Mayor and beloved father, we salute you.
You and so many others who have perished here, walk with he who is your Maker. Long may you know the peace of his love.
With the Maker's favor, the blow we delivered today is enough for me to enter the castle and seek out your Arl. Be wary and watch for signs of renewed attack. We shall return with news as soon as we are able. Now, we've no time to waste. Meet me at the mill. We can talk further there.
I need health potions, sir. Oh, we all leveled up. That's what's up. And she's still... Eh, it's gonna take a while to get through there. Alright, so what else can she do? Broke defense. That's pretty cool. Should I use her to get Walking Bomb? I think that'd be kind of cool. I really want that. I can travel to buy potions. I don't want to buy them, I just want people to give them to me. I definitely want to max this out eventually. Other than that, I'm not sure what I want her to do. She's basically my healer. Oh, this is one thing I know, is that if I give her, if I start going down this road, and I do grease, I can get like a nice little grease fire thing going on. That'd be kind of cool. And spell power boost is good for her, I guess, because that means more heals. She can run haste. Right here. I guess haste is pretty good for like just attacking. Yeah, it's a good call. Yeah, we can roll haste with her. That's a good call. Yeah, see, I only have her at base 1 for the shapeshifter thing, and you gotta get all the way to here to give all of these things overpower, or whatever it's called. Overwhelm. Walking Bomb, shatter the enemy with Stone Fist Instant Boom. Yeah, there's lots of stuff I'd love to try. We'll get there. So, what am I getting else down here? Sleep seems pretty cool. So, if I do sleep, that's an AoE basically stun, which is good. And there's no friendly fire, which is also good. And then if I hit them with horror, that's a combo, right? I think I heard that was pretty good. And then this death hex seems pretty cool too. Like, I'm pretty sure I wanted to max out these 2 lines here for her before I do anything else. And for me... I probably need to start building up my, my willpower so my mana pool isn't so small. So I think what I wanted to do was get this thing for me. Does it say how long this lasts? It has a 30-second cooldown, but how long does it last? Because I was thinking about using Alistair to taunt and have everyone attack him, and then give him this cocoon of safety so he doesn't take any damage, and that way we can use friendly fire crap and just wreck everyone around him. Yeah, that's what I thought. That seems pretty cool. So with Walking Bomb, if you infect them with that and then Stonefist, does that do a shatter? Or do they have to be frozen? Not that it matters, because I have people who can do both, but I think that seems pretty cool to get. Oh, frozen too? Okay. Alright, well, happy day. I can buy potions at the inn. Where the heck is the inn? Walking Bomb, Cone of Cold, Stonefist. Gotcha. The wind's home. That's not helpful. General store.
I shall do
That's what I need. Not much of a general store if there's no one here to sell me crap. There is lamp oil in these barrels. I feel like that's important for something else. Well, what a worthless general store. Did this guy, like, die in the battle or something? If you shatter a target that has Walking Bomb debuff, it will AoE explode, yeah. I mean, it'll AoE explode when it dies anyway, right? Forest field on guy who is crushing prison. Huh. Interesting. Lots of stuff to try. Blackstone Irregulars box, okay. Blackstone Liaison, that seems important. Doomsayer? Wow, nice. Oh, look, they have a board. I can do side quests. What's up?
Maker's blessings upon you, Warden.
Just the wheels. So they want me to go around and just thank people? Interesting. Gotcha, Oyo. That seems cool. Caravan down! I'll accept it. I mean, I'm gonna accept all these, right? Okay. Okay. Alright, sure. I'll keep an eye out for everybody.
The end is upon us! The dead rise, and foul magic spreads across the land!
Alright, I'll deal with you in a second, sir. Oh, that seems interesting.
Good to see you in one piece. Do you have news of Velena yet? Well, I'll give it some time. Now's the best time to go into... Right.
Yeah. Buy my stuff. I got loads of crap I need to get rid of. Actually, a plus 25 stamina seems pretty cool. Maybe I'll throw that on to Alistair. Templar armor. Alright. Hopefully that's enough space cleared out. Go deal with this crazy person.
Horror awaits those who perish. Repent your sins before death! Beg for the Maker's divine forgiveness!
Yeah, you need to stop that, son.
I cannot. It is my sacred duty. Magic is everywhere. Everywhere! The time to repent has come!
You realize you're talking to a mage, right, dude? I can just kill him? What the heck?
Ah, another one of the damned. They are everywhere.
See ya. Idiot. So she has a oopsie. She has a eye injury. He has a concussion. That's a problem. Cracked skull. Well, we kind of knew that, didn't we? Alright, so what should we do? Let's see. Look at all this stuff. The Arl. We could go talk to him. I don't really want to go into the castle yet. I kind of want to do some of these other side questy things. I mean, I need all sorts of potions. And I need health potions. I don't need to go up there. How the heck do I get out of here again? I'm so confused. What are you? Oh, a tavern. Nice.
I shall do it.
If it isn't the hero of the day, what can I get you? Right, I've got some supplies too, in case you're interested. With the store closed down, it doesn't hurt to pick up some of the slack, eh?
I'd say. I need that lyrium dust so I can make some freaking... So I can make potions. Like mana potions.
Anything I can get you? Good luck to you then.
Wow, good conversation, I guess.
Thank the Maker, my brother and his family made it out of Lothering. He said that the Darkspawn attacked it the very next day.
The Darkspawn took me.
Open map, zoom out. Huh, interesting. Oh, so I can just go there now if I want. Are all those side quests that I just picked up gonna take place in that castle? I'm gonna go back to camp anyway. Just so I can talk to some peeps. I feel like most of the side quests in an area take place in the second part of that area. Like when I went for the elves, most of the side quests took place in the woods. What's up, boy? Oh, he's so happy. That's a good boy.
What do you need?
Side quests are all over the place.
Ask away. I suppose I could, but I really would rather not. When the Grand Cleric let Duncan recruit me, she made me swear never to reveal Templar secrets outside of the Chantry. I'd rather not go back on my word. Ask me later, perhaps. Maybe I'll change my mind. This is not something small you're asking, after all.
Okay.
I must ask, what does being a Grey Warden mean to you? There's that, of course. But there's more to being a Grey Warden than killing Darkspawn and saving the world from the Blight. Ultimately, being a Grey Warden is about serving others. About serving all people, whether elves or dwarves or men.
Right, so I'm a Jedi Spectre Warden.
As a Grey Warden, you are a guardian of men, and you guard them because their continued existence is more important than you are. Thus it is you who serves, not they. A good king, a true king who cares for his land, uses his power to rule firmly but fairly. He serves his people first and foremost. The king who does not do this, who believes that he is entitled to his power, who abuses it and uses it for his own means, is a tyrant.
Mm-hmm.
If you live apart from others, and your actions affect only you, then you may do as you wish. But if you have power, influence, and strength, your every action will be as a drop of water in a clear, still pond. The drop causes ripples, and ripples spread. Think of how far they will go, how wide they will become, how will they affect the pond. But I've lectured enough for today. I should stop before I wear out my welcome.
Getting those approvals. Don't like you.
What do you wish of me? If you must. Well, that depends, does it not? What does she seem to be?
A nutty old bat.
Sometimes I do wonder the very same thing. Tell me, how much do you know of the tale? The one that the Chastened still tell of my mother, to frighten them into obedience. Ah, I see. That does explain much. I can relay what Flemeth once told me herself, and you can decide whether or not 'tis the truth, if you desire. As the tale is sung by the bards, there was a time when Flemeth was young and beautiful. A fair lass in a land of barbarian men, the desire of any who saw her. Many centuries before this land was even named Ferelden, the tales say that Flemeth fell in love with Osen the Bard and fled the castle of her husband, the Dreadlord Conobar, and that he swore vengeance for her infidelity. In truth, my mother claims that 'twas Osen who was her husband, and Conobar the jealous lord who looked on from afar. Lord Conobar approached young Osen and offered him wealth and power in exchange for his lovely wife, and Osen agreed.
Weird.
The life of a bard is a poor one, and love fades in the wake of hunger. 'Twas Flemeth who suggested the arrangement. All would have been well had Lord Conobar kept his end of the bargain. But he was a foul man who bargained with coin he did not possess. Osen was led off to a field and slain, left for dead. Flemeth spoke to the spirits and learned of the deed, and swore revenge. Spirits first, and 'twas they who slew Conobar. Flemeth did not turn to the demon until much later. Lord Conobar's allies chased Flemeth, you see. Chased her to the wilds, and there she hid. There she found the demon, and he made her strong. The legends all speak of the great hero Cormac, he who defeated Flemeth and her great army when she invaded the lowlands centuries later. All lies. The truth of the matter is that there was never an invasion. As Flemeth tells it, the Chastened never raised an army under her banner, and she never fought with any warrior named Cormac. Cormac led a brutal civil war against his own people, and later claimed it was to vanquish evil that had taken root amongst the lords. Thus, he was hailed a hero. Flemeth was only attached to the legend much later. Perhaps 'twas due to the great war with the Chastened that eventually came, but Mother claims not to know how it began. I do not believe everything that Flemeth claims. Oft it seems her bitterness has colored her memories. But on the whole, yes, I believe this tale, if not all. How often is this usually? Always? If not always, then when is it not true? There are more things in this world and the next than you or I could ever hope to understand. What Flemeth became is a mystery. I suspect even to her. Flemeth tells it with far more embellishment than I, but you are welcome. Dare I ask of your own mother? Few are abominations of legend, 'tis true, but I find myself curious nevertheless. I see. I find myself a little envious, to tell the truth. But it matters not. Let us move on.
Aight. Organ approves. Nice. Alright. I guess we can go into the castle? I'm not sure where all those other side quests were, so...
Indeed. Yes.
Yes.
Actually, I probably shouldn't have gone there, should I? Probably should have talked to the dude at the windmill. I'll go back. I'm gonna get attacked on my way there anyway. Yep. Well, they just show up, huh? Stop. Man, these guys suck.
It is beginning.
Ow, ow, ow. Hmm. Yep. Was a waste.
Shall be done.
Hey, Win, why don't you come over here with me? Oh, is there a freaking guy in front of me, too? Oh, I guess they're coming down from the top. Oh, this is unfortunate. Oh my gosh. Well, I wonder when the last time I saved was.
Immediately. I shall
Ow.
As you say.
That. Yeah, that sucked. Normally they stop you and at least let you walk forward into an ambush, because I have no idea when the last time I saved was. Lovely. Fan-freaking-tastic. Wait, did I buy any of my potions yet? Nope, gotta go back in and buy those. You can tell this game's a little dated by how that works out.
If it isn't the hero of the day, what can I get? Right.
Give me that. 2 of those. 20 of these.
It shall be.
And instead of just going back to camp, I'll just go up and talk to the dude. I didn't really gain anything from that camp visit anyway. Aya must not still be here, else she would have clapped for my first death in a while. Ooh, I know a party member who would like that.
Odd how quiet the castle looks from here. You would think there was nobody inside at all.
But I shouldn't delay things further. I had a plan. To enter the castle after the village was secure. There is a secret passage here, in the mill, accessible only to my family. I knew you would choose to enter the castle instead of staying in the village. And we needed warriors. I'm sorry if I... Maker's breath.
Tigan. Thank the Maker you yet live.
Isolde. You're alive. How did you... What has happened?
I do not have much time to explain. I slipped away from the castle as soon as I saw the battle was over, and I must return quickly. And I need you to return with me, Tigan. Alone. What? Who is this man, Tigan?
You remember me, Lady Isolde, don't you?
Alistair. Of all the... Why are you here?
They are Grey Wardens, Isolde. I owe them my life.
Pardon me, I would exchange pleasantries, but... Considering the circumstances...
Please, Lady Isolde, we had no idea anyone was even alive within the castle. We must have some answers.
I know you need more of an explanation, but I don't know what is safe to tell. Tigan, there is a terrible evil within the castle. The dead waken and hunt the living. The maid responsible was caught, but still it continues. And I think Connor is going mad. We have survived, but he won't flee the castle. He has seen so much death. You must help him, Tigan. You are his uncle. You could reason with him. I do not know what else to do. He is being kept alive so far, thank the Maker.
Kept alive? Kept alive by what?
Something the mage unleashed. So far it allows Eamon, Connor, and myself to live. The others were not so fortunate. It killed so many, and turned their bodies into walking nightmares. Once it was done with the castle, it struck the village. It wants us to live, but I do not know why. It allowed me to come for you, Tigan, because I begged, because I said Connor needed help.
Alright, well this is a very weird conversation. You like my mage? Good. Bald is the only way.
I do not know. Oh, Maker's mercy. Could it truly be a demon? I can't let it hurt my Connor. You must come back with me, Tigan. Please. He is an infiltrator, I think. One of the castle staff. We discovered he was poisoning my husband. That is why Eamon fell ill.
Eamon was poisoned?
He claims an agent of Teyrn Logain's hired him. He may be lying, however. I cannot say. I beg your pardon? That's a rather impertinent accusation. An evil I cannot fathom holds my son and the husband hostage. I came for help. What more do you want from me?
The
Tigan,
truth.
I do not have much time. What if it thinks I'm betraying it? It could kill Connor. Please come back with me. Must I beg? For Connor's sake. I promised I would return quickly and only with Tigan. Tigan, I know you could order your men to follow me when I return to the castle. I beg you not to. For Connor's sake.
The king is dead, and we need my brother now more than ever. I will return to the castle with you, Isolde.
Thank the Maker. Bless you, Tigan. Bless you.
I have no illusions of dealing with this evil alone. You, on the other hand, have proven quite formidable.
Yes, I
Isolde,
have.
Can you excuse us for a moment? We must confer in private before I return to the castle with you.
Please do not take too long. I will be by the bridge.
Here's what I propose. I go in with Isolde, and you enter the castle using the secret passage. My signet ring unlocks the door. Perhaps I will distract whatever evil is inside and increase your chances of getting in unnoticed. What do you say? I wish I knew. I don't know any more about this evil force than Isolde seems to. Sir Perth and his men can watch for danger at the castle entrance. If you can open the gates from within, they can move in and help you. I don't think there's anyone else who can help you. If you choose not to go, then it's up to me to do what I can. Here is my signet ring. It will open the lock on the door in the mill. Whatever you do, Eamon is the priority here. If you have to, just get him out of there. Isolde, me, and anyone else, we are expendable.
Duly noted.
You are a good man. The Maker smiled on me indeed when he sent you to Redcliffe. But I can delay no longer. Allow me to bid you farewell. And good luck.
Rip. Aw, snap, a secret passage. Dun dun dun. I think that's a perfect place to say to be continued. I think I like playing this game. I don't want to only do it on Saturdays and Sundays. I kind of want to do it a little bit throughout the week too. We'll have to see. I might do a stream. I might pick this up tomorrow? Tomorrow, Tuesday, maybe? I don't know. We'll see if people can still make it out in US Eastern evening time. We'll have to see. I'm anxious to see what goes on in here. Well, I thank you all for coming out, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. You guys take it easy. Peace.